Let it go, let it go. Something, 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 and snow. I'm not sure if those are the words.
No, it's not
Let it snow.
Something, 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 something
Inside.
Who goes there?
Oh, it's you. Come on in. Welcome to the Scumm Bar.
I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. If you're ready,
What?
I'm ready.
What?
If you're ready,
What?
I'm ready.
What?
If you're...
What?
Welcome to the Scumm Bar Podcast, where we talk about movies, video games, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm your host, Mattbrush, and with me,
Anth0z.
Anth0z, my beautiful, beautiful co-host. Look at you today. You're handsome in your Mario shirt.
Thanks. You missed out. I was wearing my special Superman.
Swooperman. Swooperman hoodie.
I like it.
It's not even Halloween yet, and you're already dressing up like Superman and Mario.
I gotta get, in the mode.
Oh, Super Mario. I just got that.
Hey.
Super Mario!
Superman Rio.
Superman Rio?
That's the real mashup.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Superman Rio.
How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Aw,
How are you
no
doing
problem.
today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
It's been a good October so far. Thanksgiving was good.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been doing well. You know, it's a happy time.
Good.
It's a happy time. It's fall. The trees are looking nice.
Yeah.
The days are crispy. The trees are crispy.
Yeah.
They're like crisps. And the colors are nice, and the sun is still shining. So
Yeah.
that's been nice. It hasn't been too rainy yet, so
Not yet, but soon, probably. Annoying Raincouver.
rain is coming. Yeah. I don't really use an umbrella either. I'm that guy who runs in the rain, running to his job or
just
something.
run?
No, I'm trying to get somewhere, but I'm like, oh god, it's raining, and then I'm running, trying to get to the place.
So you're the guy that's just like completely soaked. Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me. There was this video that I saw online, and it was a bunch of guys that were standing just in their shorts on the sidewalk, and they're next to this big fat puddle, and they're trying to point at the puddle, trying to get cars to drive over it like as fast as they could, but everybody dodged it. And I think for the video must have been like a minute or so. So for a minute, you're just watching them point at the thing, and nobody's hitting the water. And eventually, they see like, oh, somebody's coming, and they start getting closer. They're like getting prepped. They're like hugging their bodies close or something. And this huge dump truck just like goes over the whole puddle, splashes them like mad, and they're so happy because like finally they got what they wanted. They got to
The
be
look of
splashed
happiness.
by really dirty water, but they had fun.
Oh well, I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
They got wet in the rain in the fall.
it was
In the
satisfying. to
shorts.
watch.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
how much does it cost a pirate to get a piercing?
A shilling?
A buccaneer.
Okay. Man, these are really, really bad.
No, these are
good
so
at the same
good.
time, but
They're so good.
They're so good.
They're so good. Don't you get it? It's so good.
I do.
It's so good.
I'm just left speechless. I don't know if I should laugh or other stuff, but no, I love them.
Good.
Keep them coming.
I'm gonna keep them coming. Every single episode is gonna be another one.
Good.
Just another new one.
Okay.
And they're all not from my head. They're from the internet, but they're good.
Eventually they'll end.
Anth0z, what are we drinking? What are we drinking?
Are we drinking this one? We're drinking this one, right?
Yes, we're drinking
Queensborough
Queen-
Twist.
gin twist.
It's a lightly carbonated mix of traditional London dry gin with refreshing notes of lime, cucumber, and mint.
That's a refreshing situation we got going on there. It's a concoction of I don't know. It's a potpourri of no. See, I still can't come up with
medley,
it.
it's salad. I'm not sure.
You're right. A salad. It is
It's
a
a
salad of beautiful flavors and scents. I'm actually very excited to drink this. Cheers.
Clink.
Don't call me names.
I think medley does describe this because it's so effervescent. And I feel like those.
If I didn't brush my teeth and have a beer, I feel like that would taste better.
Take another sip.
To be honest, that tasted really good, but it had this twang of like, could have been toothpaste, could have been because I just had a beer, don't know. This twang that I did not enjoy. But the first part of it was incredible.
Wait, did you just eat toothpaste before you came over?
I did a big wad of it, just
Okay.
all in my mouth.
Part of like the Wednesday ritual. Just...
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Gets me through the Wednesday.
I would say take another sip. Because the first one is always going to be different from the second one because of what you had just before the first sip, right?
Tastes like a face mask. In a good way.
What does a face mask taste like?
Cucumber.
Oh, I see. Okay, like an organic face
It's like
mask.
a carbonated face
like
mask with a bit of alcohol on it.
Carbon. This is carbon. It is carbon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow. That's actually pretty good. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
Queensboro.
It's lovely.
Queensboro. Where's this made? Oh, British Columbia. Did you say that earlier?
No, I was thinking it. I must have said it really loudly in my head, and that's why you heard me.
Oh no! You were looking at me like you already said that. It's proudly crafted in BC.
I actually thought that's why you bought it.
No.
Okay.
I had no idea. There you go. There you go.
Good for us in BC.
Proud to be BC.
Proud to BC.
Proud to BC. All right, Anth0z. Ye old news.
This just in.
All right, let's get into the first topic here.
Let's do it.
So Netflix is purchasing one of the Telltale. Oh, sorry, did we talk about this last time? I can't remember. Telltale Games, the video game studio. It went down.
Things went down.
Things went down. Things just went right down.
All the way down.
The ship crashed. It sunk into the ocean. They're gone.
Okay.
Everyone's dead.
Did somebody raise the bar?
Yes.
Down there? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
No, I don't remember if we were going to mention this, and I couldn't remember if we did or not.
I don't think we did.
Okay. Well, Telltale Games, the game studio that makes Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, all the what's another one? They got a bunch of different IPs to make these video games out of them, like story video games.
Okay.
That you like play through. The biggest one is Walking Dead. That's one they have all the time. Or Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands. They make all these video games. Their company went down, and they're actually in a lot of trouble. They didn't really pay their employees. It was actually a terrible thing. A lot of the employees right now have like no money and just lost their jobs. They're out of Seattle. It was a terrible, terrible story. But anyways, Netflix is actually purchasing one of the game's IPs, which is Minecraft. And the reason why is because they were actually turning the Minecraft into like a show. Yeah, so Telltale was like they made season 1 and 2, I believe, of Minecraft. I think it's just called Minecraft Story Mode.
Oh.
And you can play through like season 1 and season 2. It's really interesting. But anyways, they were making like a TV version of it because it's kind of like 3D animated Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I guess Netflix had already kind of made a deal with them, but then they went under. So now Netflix just bought that IP and was just like, yeah, okay, well, we'll just buy the rights to whatever this Minecraft story mode thing is.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that they're either just going to make a show or maybe they'll continue on with some kind of interactivity on that.
Interesting. Do you think they're going to keep it that same, what is it, like 16-bit kind of 3D style?
It's like 16-bit, but it's 3D animated, so it's like watching a kid show. Any kind of kid show you can think.
16 were a cube.
It's just cube-like characters with...
Right? That's the calculation?
Kind of, but it's like cube-like characters with like a really enlarged sprites that are like cleaned up to look nice.
So how does this make you feel? You're a really big Minecraft fan.
Well, I've never really been a big fan of Minecraft story mode. That's not really Minecraft.
Okay.
That's just like the IP of Minecraft getting sold around. Like for me, I'm a big fan of Minecraft, the game, the original game. Before it was like bought by Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
Just the game.
Yeah.
But like the idea of Minecraft and the rights to Minecraft and like what it's out there in the ether, Minecon and all that kind of. I don't really care about any of that, to be honest. I could care less about it. Okay. But the all that stuff is kind of just different. So this whole thing doesn't really interest me all that much. I wouldn't watch a show on Minecraft, for example. It's not. I'm not like.
You say that now.
I'm not like so into the grass block that like it's a character, like a Pokemon character to me or anything, right? So I don't need to see grass block on a TV screen. That doesn't matter.
Watch it. Years from now, you're going to be streaming, watching.
Oh my God! Who's that block?
See that?
It was grass. Grass block. Oh.
Actually, that'd be kind of cool. No, I guess you could do that if you could actually.
Which block is
live,
this?
Like while your fans are watching it too for the first time.
Everybody watches it together.
Yeah.
I think they've done that with a few shows actually.
Okay. How does that work?
I think it's like a special episode that the streamer gets to show to their fans and they watch it. But I think it's like a private stream.
Oh.
That sounds familiar to me.
Actually, I wonder. You know what? I think Walking Dead did that at one point, and it was for maybe one of the season finales. But
Fear the Walking Dead or something.
No, I think it was for The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
No fear.
Well, speaking of The Walking Dead,
Yes.
so Telltale Games had a bunch of different IPs, like I mentioned earlier. They had Game of Thrones. They actually were working on a Stranger Things one with Netflix.
Oh.
Walking Dead, Guardians of the Galaxy. They have one called Fables, which is based on a graphic novel series,
Okay.
and then Borderlands. There's a lot. I think there's more than that. That was what I came up with off the top of my head.
Okay.
Those are the ones that they have. So I'm wondering if Netflix is going to also kind of think about incorporating some of the other ones, because Stranger Things was going to be worked on.
Yeah.
So there could still now be a Stranger Things show, I guess, based like in that universe, which is separate from the show. Like maybe they'll do something there. But here's another thing. So this is actually the next point in the news.
Okay.
But this actually could play a part of the first point. So Black Mirror has a new season.
Yeah.
And the first episode is going to be interactive. So it's going to be on Netflix, but it's interactive. So we choose the story as we play it.
Wait. Is that individual to every person that's watching?
I believe so. So I'm not. Nobody really knows the concept yet. We just know it's going to be interactive. So the first episode of Black Mirror will be able to interact with the story. So I guess it's probably going to be like, does Carol go through the door, or does Carol continue doing the dishes for another hour?
Oh,
And then you go, oh, I don't know. Let's see those dishes, Carol, and then do the dishes for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like Goosebumps. Choose your own.
Exactly.
Choose your own whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
that's cool.
it could be interesting. It definitely could be. But I'm just wondering, well, maybe Netflix is going to take these Telltale games and do the same thing. Maybe they'll just incorporate them into this whole interactive Netflix model, whatever this becomes.
You know what I'm interested to see? If for that whole season, or at some point in that season for Black Mirror, one of the concepts for the episode, concept for one of the episodes is based on the first episode being interactive. Because it's actually, it always draws upon today's technology and the implications of
that'd be interesting.
it and stuff like that, right?
Like freedom of choice, but that not having freedom of choice or something and ruining like the meta game within the game almost.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting. I like that.
Oh, wow, really cool to see.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yes.
That's a good call. Watch you be right.
It'd be really cool to
Watch
see
you look back on this and you were right. That could happen.
Interesting.
I want to talk about Venom because I did just see Venom.
Yes.
But I don't want to spoil anything and I don't want to ruin your perception of Venom anyway.
Okay.
So I decided the best way to do this was, for now, until you see Venom, I'm going to do a one-word review.
Okay.
So my one-word review. This is, again, my opinion.
This is a lot more than one word so far.
This is my opinion. So my one-word review is unnecessary. That's my one-word review. That's all you get out of me. That's my review.
Well, okay.
That's it. No, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it until you see Venom.
Oh.
If you want to know more about my opinions, you can watch my Twitter. Because I feel like I need a rant, so I'm going to
watch
rant.
your Twitter? So you're going to have like a...
Yeah, if you don't want to know, don't go to my Twitter.
Okay.
Okay, so next thing, James Gunn is apparently going to direct or write / write the new Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Suicide Squad 2.
Was he the one that was...
Guardians.
Oh.
He did Guardians 1 and Guardians 2.
Right.
And recently there was some allegations about some stuff.
And so he left.
I believe it's just allegations. I don't think anything's been proven yet. And yeah, so then Disney fired him. And then Dave Bautista plays, what's his name?
Drax? Yeah. He plays Batista in WWE, but...
He plays Batista. He got all mad at Disney for firing James Gunn, and he was just like, and he got all upset about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so now I guess he said that no matter what, he's going to follow James Gunn. So if they're going to do a Suicide Squad 2 thing, Dave Bautista is going to go and follow him there as well.
Whoa.
I don't know what that means. I don't think that means anything really for Guardians 3. I don't think this says yes or no to anything else.
Yeah.
It's just James Gunn will not be doing Guardians 3, and he will be doing Suicide Squad 2.
Who did he play in Suicide Squad?
Dave Bautista?
Doomsday.
I don't know enough about DC characters. Who's Doomsday?
Oh, Doomsday's like the ultimate thing that kills Superman. I think he was like the first one to ever kill Superman.
Well, who was the guy who killed Superman in Superman Batman? Superman versus Batman. Batman versus Superman.
Movie?
Yeah. Who killed him in that?
Oh, that was Doomsday, but that was like a very...
that guy's name wasn't like Annihilation? I felt like
no, but that was a different kind of Doomsday, because that was Doomsday reincarnated out of Zod, like Zod's dead body.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He was...
So that's not the Doomsday you're talking about.
No, well, I guess, it's the same character. It just, in that universe, he happened to have all these other powers and abilities that he didn't have in the comics.
No, it's not the same universe, though? Suicide Squad is the universe with Henry Cavill.
No, but sorry, I'm talking about the Batman versus Superman universe versus the comic universe where Doomsday first appeared. Because that Doomsday, I think, one of my quarrels with that movie and that Doomsday version was that they hyped up Doomsday to be so much more than he needed to be. So like they had to give him all these powers and all these abilities and have like this different kind of backstory coming out of Zod in order for him to be good enough to take down Superman, I guess.
Right.
At least that's just my opinion of it. And when I read the comics, from what I remember, Doomsday was he was just like biologically engineered, whatever the word is, created from like I think DNA that may have had like a part of Kryptonian DNA, and then he was like, I think the doctor or scientist like sent him through Earth's atmosphere over and over again and destroying it and like making it stronger and all the way until like it was just like super strong, and like him alone with his like brute strength and just like pure mindless rage was enough for him to take down Superman. So he didn't have all these like laser beams and like fire breath they did in the movie. He wasn't born out of.
He was the Vegeta of the DC universe.
Yes.
It was his stubbornness and his will that got him to kill Superman.
Yep.
It was beauty that killed the Beast.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
So you're thinking Suicide Squad 2, Dave Bautista, Doomsday. Are you going to lock it in right now?
Okay, let's lock it in.
Okay, I'm going to say Suicide Squad 2, Dave Bautista should play the villain. It could be a Doomsday.
Okay.
I don't necessarily care, but he should be a villain. I think he'd be a good villain. And I think Suicide Squad 2, they should just kill off everybody else except for Will Smith and the chick who plays Harley Quinn.
Margot Robbie?
Yeah, that chick. Because they were good. They were both good.
They have good chemistry because they've done things together now.
They were interesting in Suicide Squad. Yeah. Other than those two, I didn't care about Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Not one other scene, but those two were good on their own, especially. They were even better when they were on their own. So
yeah.
I think make Suicide Squad 2 a buddy cop movie with Will Smith and Margot Robbie, and now you've got
like
a good movie.
Is that the one with Will Ferrell and
Mark
Wahlberg? No.
The other guys is Margot. I think it is Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it'll be Will Smith
and Margot Robbie. The other guys.
Yeah, the other people, because Margot Robbie's not a guy. We can't call her.
Maybe she's fine with that. Maybe she's like, yeah, whatever.
Actually,
she probably is fine with that.
It's up to the individual. I will have to ask her first.
You're not going to be able to. I'm going to insert news into this next one because I just saw this on the way over here. The new Aladdin poster. Do you see it?
No.
They have an Aladdin poster now. Here, let me pause this and then we'll find the Aladdin poster. Here you go. That's it. That's all you get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a lamp.
Great.
How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that since it's a teaser and
it says choose wisely.
I guess.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Choose wisely.
I feel like that puts a different kind of air onto the movie. Choose wisely? Like
maybe he's gonna choose the wrong thing. Actually, I don't really remember the story of Aladdin. Doesn't he try to become an emperor and doesn't that go wrong for him? Something bad happens.
He becomes like some sort of like sultan, but I can't remember if that's because he wished for it.
Sultan.
Wait, didn't Jafar have something to do with it? Like he was the one that was trying to convince Aladdin to do stuff so that Jafar could be the sultan or the.
Maybe you're right. Sultan? I can't exactly remember. That does sound vaguely familiar though. That's probably what happened.
It's one of those movies that I actually didn't really watch much as a kid.
Okay, moving on to the next point. Yeah. As you already saw earlier, the photo. Sorry, no, actually, we're done with the Aladdin thing. So how do you feel? You were good with Aladdin?
Let's be done with Aladdin.
You're done with Aladdin, okay.
Yeah.
Mandalorian is a new show that's going to be on this new Disney streaming service.
Yeah.
So the Mandalorian, they just kind of announced is the new like Disney show done by Jon Favreau. So he's the guy who does like Iron Man 2, did Elf.
He dated Monica in Friends.
He dated Monica in Friends, played a UFC wrestler, you're right. He played a chef in that chef movie thing called Chef.
I wanted to see that. It's a good movie.
I heard it was really good. I haven't seen it though. Yeah. Anyway, so he's directing.
He was in. Sorry,
Go ahead.
One of the first times I ever saw him was in The Replacements, and just Replacements. I don't know why, but
isn't that a football movie?
Yeah, with Keanu Reeves and and Gene Hackman.
I never actually saw it. I just heard about it.
It was, you know what, like something about that movie just really stuck with me, and I loved seeing the characters that they put together. Like they had such odd personalities, obviously, but the way they came together as a team, it's kind of like that cliche, like, oh, you would never expect these people to work out and
remember the Titans.
Sure, yeah. But this one's got more like comedic spin on it, right? So.
I thought it was funny.
But wait, remember the Titans? Am I confusing that with?
That's one with Denzel Washington and like Ryan Gosling when he's really young. And
he plays kind of like a California boy.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he plays a country guy from Montana, I think, and he does Rocky Mountain High or something. He sings it in like a locker room. He starts singing the song.
Is that the one where the captain?
No, he goes, "Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low," and he gets all the other guys singing with him. Yeah, it's funny.
That's the one with the captain gets hospitalized during one of their big games or something, right? Is that the one?
Probably. I don't exactly remember the plot. I know somebody throws a brick through Denzel Washington's window and he gets all pissed off.
And then
oh, you're right. The captain does get hospitalized. Yeah, because then he's watching the game from his TV. Yeah.
And then the team was reluctant to come together because it was like half white, half black.
It was segregation. Yeah, they were like throwing these two together, and they made a football team, right? They had to win 12 games in a row, I believe, before they could like. I don't know the rules of football or anything here. I'm the worst person to be asking about this, but I think it was like 12 games in a row before they could actually make it, into the showdown finale. What's it called?
The showdown.
The big game. What do you call that?
Super Bowl? I don't know.
It's not, the Super Bowl of like college league, whatever that would be called.
Call it the Bowl?
Sure.
It's the cereal
The
bowl?
Thunderdome, something like that. and Ryan Gosling was in it, and he sang a song, and it was funny.
Okay. Well, anyway, the replacements. Good movie. Go watch it. Next topic.
Okay, so Mandalorian, Jon Favreau. So Jon Favreau's gonna be directing this, or is directing this. I guess it's already coming out soon, or next year, whenever it's coming out. So there's not much known about it at this time, at least that I've looked into this. There's not story released that I can see.
Yeah.
It just says the Mandalorian is set after the fall of the Empire and before the rise of the First Order. So we're talking after 4, 5, 6, but before 7, 8, 9.
Before 7, 8, 9. Before 7 got full.
Yeah, exactly. Before 7, 8, 9 and became a cannibal, and then they had to arrest 7 and take him away. Yeah. And then he was in like a little cell like Hannibal Lecter.
He shrunk to 6.
Hello, 6. And so, anyways, Mandalorians, I think, are a race. I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't totally understand it, but it's Jango Fett and Boba Fett, right? It's they're like race.
Yes. Isn't Obi-Wan also from?
See, I thought Obi-Wan had something to do with Mandalorians because of the Clone Wars series.
Yeah.
I thought he like dated a Mandalorian chick or someone from the Mandalorian planet or something.
He did in the Clone Wars TV show. Yeah, that's right.
So I honestly thought they were going to make the Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan standalone film. Then Han Solo didn't do very well.
Yeah.
So I honestly thought maybe they were kind of throwing Ewan McGregor into this show. Maybe that's how they'll do it. I don't know. And I think I'd rather that angle than a standalone Obi-Wan film. I think I'd rather that.
You know what? I have I can think of a few friends when I was growing up that they loved Boba Fett and really wanted to see like more of him. I think maybe a lot of fans did because he didn't get a lot of screen time in the original movies, right? And then we got to see a little bit more of his backstory in episode 1, 2, 3.
Get to see Jango.
Well, I mean, but it's still kind of part of this, part of the story, right? So, he's one of those characters that it seems like people really wanted to see more of. So it sounds like they're trying to fulfill that need now.
I don't think this is going to be about him.
No,
I think it's more just his back. Or sorry, his
back.
His back. Yeah, you're gonna see his back. Yeah. A lot more of his back. Story on his back. That's about what we're gonna do.
That's fine.
So that's about all we know. There's no point in speculating on it, except for
we should keep speculating.
We can dream. We can dream. It'll be good. Actually, how do you feel about Star Wars even like doing this though, expanding its universe with TV shows instead of these movies? How do you feel about that in general? I guess.
You know what? The more they expand, the more I just feel like they're less iconic.
I agree.
Just the Star Wars title is less iconic than it used to be.
I agree.
It almost seemed like Episode 4, 5, 6 was just the legendary trio of Star Wars movies that ever existed, and then they revamped to 1, 2, 3, and too many mixed reviews, and then now they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's
I think I explained it earlier. It makes all the sense for everything in Star Wars, not just the characters. But when you said your friends really liked Boba Fett because they didn't know much about him.
Yeah.
Done. That's all you need. You don't know much about these characters, so the little that you get of screen time is why they're important. Yeah. We like Han Solo because we only know certain moments of him, and those moments that we get are gold. But if you start trying to shed down those layers to make him a real human being, we stop caring as much because he's not his archetype, and that ruins it. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could probably reach a different demographic. Or, I mean, they can reach a different demographic by catering to more of his origin story, his origins.
It's just it's so thin. It's thin, though. The Star Wars story is so thin and not really ready for an expansive... Like, Star Trek is very expansive. Everything is about learning about new planets, new races, new ideas, new concepts, while Star Wars is so, like... conserved, it's just like this tiny little.
Follow just a couple people.
It's a microcosm. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter how Luke gets from A to B. Just the point is that he's going to be. And then you're like, oh, okay, here we go, the hero's journey. But we're not necessarily caring about the lore or the backstory. That stuff's supposed to be so minimal. Yeah. So as soon as we start breaking it down to these TV shows, I'm sort of like, I don't care as much.
Well, you know what? I think Clone Wars did a.
Clone Wars was good.
I think it did a really good job of.
I like that show.
Gaps because. They, they told... Actually, you know what? People actually... I'm saying actually, I really don't like it.
Actually.
So people actually write actual stories. So
no way. Actually?
Yeah. A lot of books have been written, right? That have been...
yeah, they have. There's been quite a few.
Star Wars related books that take place in Star Wars canon have been written that fill in the gaps between each of the episodes, right? Because there's actually a lot of time that happens that takes place when they have that whole scrolling text. That's just giving you a rundown of what recently happened just before that movie.
War!
But so much has actually happened, and so I enjoy getting the chance to find out what other people put together that end up being canon. For example, with Rebels, they reintroduced, I guess, well, spoiler, but just so they reintroduced Darth Maul.
Okay.
They might have done that in Clone Wars.
They did in Clone Wars.
They did, yeah.
It was like season 5 in Clone Wars.
Right.
It's like the finale. It was Darth Maul and his brother. Darth Maul was like a spider, and then his brother came into play.
Okay.
Cable or something. I can't remember his name.
Oh, I can't remember. He went to his homeland and like.
Yeah. He like joined up, and Darth Maul had like spider legs.
Yeah. But yeah, Clone Wars I really liked, and I really enjoyed watching Ahsoka grow up with Anakin. And then I ended up buying the book about Ahsoka, and it's a great book. Yeah, like it was nice getting a chance to learn about this new character who still has an origin that's based on races within the Star Wars universe, but seeing her grow up, becoming a Jedi, but seeing the twist happen, and then now watching in Rebels where they've gone with that, and yeah, I think filling in those gaps is really cool. I really enjoyed watching, and I haven't read anything yet, but I want to.
Well, I agree with basically most of that. I mean, I want them to do an expansive universe that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's smart, that's true. I just think that what they've done so far has been fairly boring. I did like Clone Wars, but like not the first season, and I feel like it petered off near the end. And from what I saw of Rebels, I wasn't that interested.
Okay.
And then I haven't liked Solo or Rogue One, and I just and Last Jedi. So I feel like the more I know, the worse it's been. So I'd rather just be either get rid of it all or just condense it. That's been my feeling. Yeah. But let's move on.
Okay.
So we should probably go through these fairly quickly, even though we got a lot of answers for our question from last week.
Yeah.
So the question that we had posed was, name that movie that you watched over and over and over as a kid, that one that you would kill the VHS because you kept playing it, you know, if you were a 90s kid at least.
Yeah, the movie that was your comfort movie.
Your comfort movie, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And why don't you read out the first couple ones, because I'm pretty sure you wrote most of these down.
Yeah, so The Sound of Music was one of the top ones that I got.
My girlfriend actually totally on that one as well. That was the same one, yeah. So that one's, yeah.
Well, that's actually from my fiance, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you one up me.
So I could have said girlfriend, but like she's
wear that as a badge of honor.
Yep.
And one day I'll be there with you. So
yeah. How soon?
We'll see. Let's reveal it.
She's listening, right?
We'll see.
And then Rush Hour 2, Armageddon, Lion King. Wait, was Lion King yours? Was that mine? I'm not sure.
I think that was yours.
Okay.
Although I would agree to Lion King as well.
Lion King, yeah. The Notebook. Bring It On.
Ooh, The Notebook. That person had some sad moments.
That person?
Whoever was watching The Notebook that much.
Oh, I see. Oh,
that was sad to rewatch that over and over and over. Ryan Gosling yelling at this girl.
They probably ignored all the bad parts and just stuck like, oh, they're.
That's a sad movie. That movie does get me. It's hard to watch. Yeah. Bring It On. That's funny.
I feel Bring It On wasn't that old, was it? But I mean, either way,
I feel like it is. Isn't there like 4 Bring It On movies?
Oh, I have no idea. How much have they brought it on?
Bring It On again, Bring It On the third time, Bring It On another one. Yeah. We brought it last time, let's bring it back.
It's been brought in.
Bring it round the bend.
Eventually they're gonna cut it down. You know how like Fast and Furious became.
Yeah, bring.
Yeah.
Bring On 4. The Bring series. Oh, I loved it when Vin Diesel joined into the Bring series. Let's ride. Oh man. Sorry, continue.
And then Mean Girls.
Yeah, I had some friends that were really into that one. They watched that a lot. It was Tina Fey wrote that, I think.
She wrote it?
Pretty sure she wrote that.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe like co-wrote it or something, but I'm pretty sure she had the creative control on that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Ninja Assassin. Did you ever watch that one?
That's like a parkour fighting one, right? Or maybe not parkour. Not parkour. That's Ong Bak. That's parkour. Yeah. But no, Ninja Assassin's like a fight, kind of like a John Wick, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And like,
I never saw it, but I saw like a trailer for it. Yeah, it's very stylized, artistic kind of thing. Yeah, okay. I saw the trailer, but I never watched it.
Yeah, so it was a good movie. I think the main actor is a Taiwanese singer. It's Rain. No, he's Korean. Wait, he's Taiwanese, but he sings Korean? He's Mandarin? Oh, shoot.
He's got to pick one. He's Mandalorian.
He's the Mandalorian ninja.
Wait, is Han Solo Mandalorian, or is he from that planet or something? No, never mind. I don't know. I think I'm going off. I'm going crazy.
He's Solorian.
I don't know.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, so that was what I wrote. Because
well, you say it.
Well, a friend of mine, he was Chamber of Secrets. Back and forth, back
Oh,
and forth. Back and
specifically
forth. Yeah,
Chamber of Secrets.
specifically that one.
Oh,
Yeah. My girlfriend's again was Shrek. So I mentioned that last time. Was Shrek just her comfort one over and over again?
Yeah.
Last one here, I kind of put down, but it's my girlfriend and I's.
Yeah.
So this
and
one,
I's.
and my girlfriend and I's. My girlfriend and me's. My girlfriend and more's.
Mine.
And mirrors and ours.
My girlfriend and ours.
Is Elf. And this is like, yes, a Christmas movie, but it's not even just Christmas that like we'll throw this on. We'll throw it on like every now and then just because it is so weirdly easy to watch, and I don't know what it is about Elf. And it's so funny because I did not want to watch it the first time I saw it, and I saw this movie very late, probably about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
First time I saw it, and it's been impossible to put down. It's weirdly just a psychological, very easy to watch, something to throw on. I hear that there's a Frank Sinatra song that comes on when he's like walking in New York for a little while there,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, that gets me. And like Will Ferrell's weirdly good in this,
Yeah.
and what's her face? The girl.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she's really good. This is probably my favorite movie with her in it. I think she's very good in this movie. She's got a great singing voice in the shower, that one scene where she's singing. And, well, she sings at the end, but still, regardless. Just good. Just all around good. Feels good. James Caan, good.
Yeah. It's definitely a feels good Christmas
Yeah,
movie. For
it's
sure.
just feels good all around. I can't not feel good about it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of I would attribute this to how we talked about really getting that emotional attachment with male actors, because that movie was more so, or at least a lot of that was about Will Ferrell getting in touch with James Caan. How do you say?
James Caan.
Caan. The Wrath of Khan. So yeah, just rebuilding that father-son relationship, right?
You're right.
Yeah. I actually didn't
I have
put
no
down...
son. Yeah, those moments.
Um,
James Caan is the dad of dads. He's in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, also playing the dad in the same role.
He's in Mickey Blue Eyes.
Mickey Blue.
Mickey Blue.
I love that movie.
Get the he out of here.
Yeah, get the he out of here. That's La Trattoria.
Yeah. the La Trattoria.
Yeah, the La Trattoria.
So I didn't actually put my movie down. I forgot to, but it's because I struggled with picking one. I think I must have had about 7 that I watched over and over again. Somehow there was like one.
Yeah, I think yeah.
So, but the one that really stuck out was Transformers: The Animated Movie.
Oh yeah.
So the cartoon one, and I remember going to.
I think it's
Leonard Nimoy's voicing in that.
Yeah, but no, also The Big Planet.
Oh, Unicron.
Unicron is voiced by. It's his last role.
Oh.
What's his name? He
Oh,
plays
I
the
know.
Godfather.
Shoot.
What's his name?
Wait, The Godfather. Is The Godfather?
Yeah, the guy Marlon Brando. Isn't it Marlon Brando?
Maybe in the TV show, but he wasn't the voice in the movie.
Oh, I swear he was the last voice credit in the movie.
No.
Searching it up.
Sure.
What's it? What Unicron?
Unicron, yeah. Oh, jeez. If you say his first, like the first letter,
Or am I wrong?
Both of his names, like first and last name.
Or is it Orson Welles?
Yeah. Oh no, it's no.
Is it Brando or Wells?
It's I think
Unicron
it's
voice actor movie.
Is it Orson Welles?
It's either Orson Welles or Marlon Brando.
It's definitely not Marlon Brando. Or there's an O in it and a W. I'm sure. Wait, when you find it, tell me the initials, but don't tell me the name. Let's guess this. It's bugging me. Oh, he was Galvatron, wasn't
He was Galvatron.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy was Galvatron. Yeah.
Okay, who do you think plays Unicron?
Okay. Wait, I thought you were going to get...
I'm asking you, who do you think plays Unicron? Do you have a better idea now or no?
I asked you to give me the initials.
I will.
Was it Orson Welles? Isn't Orson Welles an author or something? Orson Welles is an author. Did he write?
You're thinking H.G. Wells, the author of War of the Worlds.
Who wrote?
Orson Welles.
Who wrote Animal?
Orson Welles was the guy who did. What the hell is it called? The one that everybody watches. You need to watch.
Friends?
No, that one movie that everyone's supposed to watch.
Pulp Fiction?
No.
Titanic.
No. What is it called?
Casablanca.
The one film movie everyone needs to watch.
What could that be?
Citizen Kane.
Oh, why is that the one?
Because no, Orson Welles is the guy who was in Citizen Kane. And H.G. Wells is the guy who wrote War of the Worlds. And Marlon Brando was the actor from The Godfather, and the voice of Unicron was
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles.
I see. Okay.
So I don't know why I said Marlon Brando. I should have said Orson Welles. I knew it was one of the two. I couldn't
I
remember.
feel like you should play those games where you have to connect.
Connect the dots, directors and actors. Yeah.
It's called like separated.
It's like connect like what's his name? I can't even remember this guy's name. Okay, no, it's like connect Nicolas Cage with Michael Jordan.
Right.
You know, because like you can like okay, Space Jam, and you're like
you're stuck. So Michael Jordan and Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is the best way to go from in Space Jam. So Bill Murray, and then find something that goes to
like Bill Murray and
who's
Woody
the guy I said?
in Zombieland.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
And Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey and I don't know. I can't do this.
No, you can. It's probably so easier to do than that. I bet you can go like Bill Murray, someone who's right there with Nicolas Cage, or maybe even Bill Murray's in a movie with Nicolas Cage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, regardless. So that's it. That's all she wrote. That's what we got. Question of the day.
Yeah.
Question of the day.
Go for it.
What series of movies would you like to redo, and how? And how? Examples. The MCU.
Yeah.
Predator series. Transformers. And how? That's our question of the day. I promise we are excited about it. I don't know why we don't sound excited. We're just being awkward.
Yeah, I want to hear what some revamp.
I want to hear some vamp.
Yeah. Revamp.
Here's my topic. It's probably not going to be a very long topic, to be honest, but here's my topic.
You haven't said topic docket yet.
Topic docket. No, I said it.
Good.
Topic one, topic docket.
Yeah.
Disney streaming service. So they're obviously making the new Disney streaming service. We've seen that
No, it's a terrible idea.
We talked about this every episode, I think. The Disney streaming service. You can tell when this came out. The Mandalorian got announced.
Okay.
We know that there's a Black Widow series, and we know there's a Loki series.
Now this Black Widow is a Marvel, not the not
Disney.
Not the BBC. Thing about Black Widows.
There's gonna be a documentary on Black Widow spiders, and there's gonna be another one on the Norse god Loki.
Exactly. Norse mythology.
Which is actually quite a bit different than quite a bit different than Loki that we know in Marvel, but also the same.
He's much more Loki.
He's not Thor's brother. He is Loki, but he's not. He's actually more out in the ether. But he's not Thor's brother in Norse mythology. He's actually Odin's brother in Norse mythology. But regardless, that's okay. He also has. He also turns into a female horse at one point and actually gives birth to a horse, even though
that sounds accurate.
God. And then his horse is a 6-legged horse. Can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but regardless.
Pegasus.
Yes, classic. So my question to pose to you, Anth0z.
Yes.
If you were able to make a new series on the Disney streaming service, what would your series be and why? Could also be IPs that they don't own.
Wait, you've been saying IP a lot. Are you Internet Protocol? What is IP?
Inter something property. I can't remember exactly the terminology right now.
Interdisciplinary.
Something where they own the property of it.
Intellectual property?
Yes, that's the one. Yes, thank you. Intellectual property.
I see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they own the IP of it. So, but anyway, so I'm saying they also don't have to own this IP. So you could right now say Superman if you wanted to, because they don't own that.
Okay, so the question was,
what would you make as a new streaming service? So we know that they're making Mandalorian.
Streaming service or
sorry. What would you make as a new show for their streaming service? We know that they're making Mandalorian, Black Widow, and Loki. Those are 3 examples that they are right now making for their Disney streaming service. What would you make? Would you make Anne of Green Gables? Would you make a Gremlin show? Would you make an Anth0z Daily Talk show?
Wow, that's tricky. I would want to go back to some of the cartoon movies and or TV shows that I used to watch for some reason.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I really wish somebody would bring back is Felix the Cat. Did you ever watch
Felix the Cat? I don't think so, no.
Felix the Cat. I was going to sing the Wonder Woman Wizard of Oz.
Because that's your pitch to them. Why should we make this? Because here's the cat.
So Felix the Cat, he was a black cat who had a big magic bag of tricks. It was that yellow bag, and he just could pull out anything out of that. He had a TV show, he had a movie, there was a video game off of it, and as a kid I really loved anything Felix the Cat related. So I think that'd be kind of cool if they could bring it back.
As a cartoon, I assume?
Yeah, so it was a cartoon. Oh yeah, if they bring it back as a if they could do live action Black Cat, that'd be kind of cool, I guess.
I have no idea. I don't even know what Fios Cat is, to be honest. So I've never heard of it.
Okay, well, look it up.
So what would you? You'd make it like a. You'd make it like a new show.
I'll give you a little bit more premise. So,
okay.
From what I remember, there's an evil scientist, and I think he's just trying to steal Felix's bag because it's just got all this magic to it, and I guess with the bag he'd probably conquer the world or something like that. So this scientist creates like a whole bunch of inventions. He's kind of like the Dr. Robotnik of Felix the Cat, just trying to do whatever he can, build whatever he can.
I believe it's Dr. Eggman now. They changed his name. In like 2006, they changed his name to Dr. Eggman because in Japan he was always Dr. Eggman, and here he was Dr. Robotnik. Now he's Dr. Eggman.
Okay.
So in all the games, they got rid of Robotnik.
I kind of prefer Dr. Eggman.
I prefer Dr. Robotnik because he was he like made robots. I always thought Robotnik made sense.
Yeah, but what's the
Eggman?
Well, because he's shaped like an egg. He's already shaped like an egg.
I guess so. Eggman sounds like, well, Japanese video game creators being like, oh, he's funny, he looks like an egg. You know, that's what that sounds like. Well, Robotnik sounds like an actual name.
I think that's why I like it. I've always liked Japanese
humor.
Well, that too, but their their naming conventions. Like
Dragon Ball Z.
Sure. Well, okay. I'd have to think of something specific, obviously, but like. They'll put like a bunch of words together and it'll be the name of a band, like in the TV show, and it just sounds so cool. Like it would be like Crash Death, but like the way they make it sound for the band just sounds so cool. But you would never hear. Maybe you would hear.
Actually, what is that show called that Power Rangers is based off of? It's like Super Samurai Fighting Warriors or something, isn't it?
That's the show that I was telling you about. Super Samurai Cyber Squad was completely related.
No, but there is one the Power Rangers is based off.
Yeah,
called,
based off the Japanese one where they're all like legendary.
But it's called like mythical... Fighting Super Samurai or something. I think it's called. Or
maybe. Yeah.
I think it's called that. But anyways, it's such a Japanese title in my opinion. It's just Super Samurai. Oh, okay, that works.
I like it. They'd probably call something like the Fighting Orange. But it would work for whatever storyline it had.
Or One Punch Man or whatever his name is.
Exactly, One Punch.
It's so to the point.
Or like the TV show One Piece. Like it's just they're simple names, but they're really effective when you're relating it to the story.
Yeah,
it sounds really cool. Anyway,
so
Felix the Cat. So I think the doctor, he's probably got some henchmen that try to help him out too, but. Felix always manages to get out of the situation and stay...
It's kind of like an Inspector Gadget kind of thing, so...
I guess so.
Is it for kids? I guess it's a kid show, right?
Yeah, it was a kid show, and they had a movie...
So you just want to bring back Felix Cat? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you want to bring back Felix Cat?
Yeah, bring back the cat.
Bring back the cat. Let's get the cat back.
Bring it back.
Hashtag back the cat.
Cat back.
Cat back. Yeah. Get the cat back. Yeah, it's good to get back. Okay, that's good. That's about all I wanted.
Hashtag here, kitty. Sorry.
That's fine. The spinner. So,
what's yours?
Oh, I didn't come up with one. It was top of you.
That's not fair.
Oh, I have to come up with the top of my head?
Of course.
Oh.
I just did.
Oh. Then what I would do is I would take Daredevil and I'd take Punisher and move them over. I'm gonna get rid of the other two, or the other three from Netflix.
2.
Who are the other ones? Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. And I delete them. I just hit the big delete button on them.
Wait, sorry, Punisher.
And I would take what we got right now with Daredevil and what we have right now with Punisher, because I feel like they still work without the other ones included.
Yeah.
So you can still just move all those ones over to Disney. Yeah. Then what I would do is I would make a Daredevil Season 3, which I know they're already doing, but I would make it on the new Disney platform.
Yeah.
Release that. And I'd have a Punisher Season 2. And then a new IP. So we'd add a Silver Surfer or something now with the Fox kind of deal that's coming in. So I would throw that in as now like a new one. Maybe not Silver Surfer, that's not really appropriate, but somebody who fits that universe. Actually, you know what? No, better yet, as like kind of like a middle finger to Netflix, just redo Iron Fist and do it really, really good.
Sure.
So just like a new Iron Fist, and you can have him, Iron Fist Season 1.
Yeah.
Disney, here you go. It'll be totally different, but it's in that universe with them and handled very well with a really cool actor. Let's say Keanu Reeves. No, let's say Nicolas Cage. Let's say Keanu Reeves and Nicolas Cage playing Iron Fist. Yes, and they switch it in between scenes.
Okay.
So as the camera moves back and forth, it'll switch between Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves.
So it's almost like the parody to like Face Off with Nicolas Cage and And John Travolta.
And John Travolta, yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Switch.
Oh, we could just do that, just like Face Off. Actually, let's have. Okay, that's
Disney's Face Off.
scrap. That's all I want. Okay, Iron Fist with Face Off.
Okay.
Iron Fist, Face Off. Face Off,
Face
Fist.
Fist. Iron Off.
That's what I want.
It's an Iron Off.
There you go. I am the chef.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Nice. Okay, so that's what I want in the Disney platform.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get it.
Cool. I should also preface that I don't think Felix the Cat was Disney, but
Well, yeah, I said it could be any IP.
Yeah,
It could be any IP. That was just me pulling it off out of my head. But
sure.
That was supposed to be Born Free, I think. Born Free, free as the wind
Oh, that's the
blows.
one. Yeah.
Did you know that's Star Wars backwards? Do, 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 do. Same song. Guys aren't original at all.
Oh, I get what you mean. You meant like Star Wars melody was a palindrome of itself.
Palindrome.
I'm like,
No, just Born Free and Star Wars are the same song.
Okay. It's almost like if Chewbacca just sang the theme.
Can you do a Chewbacca impression? I
Definitely
can't. That's my Chewbacca impression. You're a horse.
That was like if Peter
You're like a
Griffin-
horse.
Peter Griffin tried to be Chewbacca.
That's my Chewbacca. It's just me gargling. It's me yelling if I didn't have a tongue. Okay, so you know, you got gay, be there to be new.
Juicy fruit, gonna move ya.
It's a song that'll get right through ya. Juicy fruit.
It's gonna move ya.
Yeah, you're right. You all know how this works. This is the Scumm Bar Spinner.
Alright.
We've got number 1, Pirate Adventure. Number 2, Shakespeare in a Bar. Number 3, Parlay OK. Number 4, A Haunting Tale of Woe. Number 5, Impress the Governor's Daughter. Number 6, Swashbuckler. We have yet to see any of these except for Impress the Governor's Daughter and Shakespeare in a Bar.
Let's do it.
Funny enough, it's not really called Impress the Governor's Daughter. It is, but it's also called Scum Millionaires.
Yeah.
We kind of call them both that, but that's fine.
Also, I'm gonna keep pushing for this. The Wheel of Scum is what it should be.
Yeah, it is the Wheel of Scum. In fact, I have to pull up the Wheel of Scum right now. Let's do it. Are you excited? Who knows what you're gonna get?
There's only so much we can do.
I know we can't really do much. I'm kind of nervous. Who knows what we're gonna get? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. What are we gonna get? 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 Oh, what's it? Parlay okay? It is. It's Parlay okay. We've never done this before.
What's this one again?
We're gonna have to play music.
Oh, okay.
We've never done this one.
Oh, we're gonna
Sing. We're gonna sing.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna sing. Of course we
Oh,
are.
alright.
Okay, so the way I'm thinking.
Yep.
Did you want to do that one or?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you want to pick a different one? We can pick any one. We can just go on random and just grab one.
Sure. Let's do a random.
Okay, hold on. Wait, true random.
Let's-
The last one there was More Than Words.
Do you know?
Oh, this is that. I know this one kind of. Do you know this one?
Yeah, I do know it.
Saying I love you. I kind of know this one.
But I have to know which. I'll go off that one. So we do get to hear it though, right?
Sort of.
So we're using your voice.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know where we've cut to. We're just cutting into the
All right.
circus.
Yeah, sure. Wait, they sing. They don't both sing at the same time. Should we? Are we just going to sing?
I have no idea. We'll just go for it.
Okay, let's just both sing.
Okay, we'll both sing and then maybe solo it if you want to. Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all I have to do to make you real. And you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'm already Unfortunately, I don't totally know the song, so I'm kind of guessing as we go.
Okay.
Let's continue on. Here we go.
Okay, wait, are we still with the voices?
I don't know, whatever you want.
With this one.
And your love for me is real. What would you say if I took those words away? And you couldn't make things new just by saying I love you. La-di-da. I don't know. La-di-da-di-da. Then words that you love me, 'cause I already know.
Did you the whole song?
I have no idea. How long is the song?
It's like
still going.
It's like 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, see, I know this song from The Office. That's the only, and it's only done like a snippet, and it's Andy and his brother or Andy and his dad singing this.
Oh, okay.
It's my girlfriend's. It's like one of her favorite songs, and I don't really know it.
It's a fun song. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's challenging.
It is challenging. Yeah.
Cool.
Because like when you're listening to it, you can hear that the duo. So it's by Extreme, and like they have definitive parts that they sing, but then this karaoke version is kind of hard to hear. It sounds a little bit. Sounds a little bit different from what I remember. But, and this is actually the shorter version.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I guess we cut ourselves off. We finished. We are done.
We're done.
That was it. That was the karaoke. Parlayoke, in fact.
I think that was Parlay.
So I think the original intention of Parlayoke was to be doing it in pirate voices, but when we started that, we kind of just went for it, to be honest. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was our first time doing Parlayoke.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what to expect with Parlayoke.
I'm not really sure either.
We're just gonna grab a new song and do it every single time, so it'll be fun. If we know the song, great. If we don't know the song, apparently, great. That's fine.
If it's a register, even better.
Yeah, sure. I love how I'm just like trying to find a note for half that song, but then sometimes we'll hit it. We're like, oh, there we go. We're in it. Oh, we're gone.
And I'm like, I was struggling to actually sing with this voice.
Yeah, I know. At first, we're like having fun. Then
it's like if Kermit the Frog was a Broadway singer. Kermit, my name is Kermit the Frog.
I dreamed a dream on time gone by. Actually, you know what? The guy who played Marius in Les Mis, speaking of, he kind of sounded like Kermit the Frog.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Phantom faces at the window. Phantom shadows on the floor. That's what he sounded like. It was really funny.
Like the one Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. He was. I think apparently he was like trying to be like Pavarotti, I guess.
Oh.
But it sounded so throaty that it was just like Kermit the Frog.
Right. It was like he had like a very thin closed throat. But opera singers usually have like a very like
wide open.
They like open. They open their whole throat.
The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
Yeah, the tip of the teeth.
The tongue, the lips. The lips, the tongue. Doing it backwards.
The tip of the lips. The lip of the tips.
I like it. Okay, I don't know what your topic is, but it's your topic talking.
Okay.
So go ahead and Anth0z, topic away.
All right, so I guess this is actually more of a question.
Uh-oh.
But
oh no, a query in fact.
it could be related to both new and old movies, but do you have a preference in watching movies in theaters or at home?
It's funny you should mention that, since I just saw Venom, and I feel like if I saw it at home, it would be a different experience to see in the theater. But let's use a different movie, just because I don't want to talk about Venom right now, or ever maybe.
Because it's unnecessary.
Exactly, my one-word review.
Yeah.
So, Infinity War, fantastic in theater, also fantastic at home. But
it was a Fantastic Four.
It was fantastic for one reason alone.
Fantastic Four. Sorry.
It was fantastic for many reasons.
Okay.
But all of them being that the movie was good and not necessarily where I was watching it.
Okay.
But I don't know. That's a hard question because I do think that movies feel...
bigger.
I've got a lot of words here, but I'm trying to find the one that fits this the most. When you're in a theater... There's a
you feel rambunctious.
Yes.
You feel
I feel rambunctious.
You feel bravado as you watch a movie.
No, I don't. But the movie, the movie itself is like exuding this, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess what it is it's a theatrical experience. You know, when you go to a play and there's that live element there.
Yeah.
You're in a theater. You're experiencing this big extraordinary production.
Yeah.
And when you go see a movie, you get a glimpse of, it's nothing like live theater, but you're getting a glimpse of that. It's a little bit of this like, this is me, and it's exposing itself entirely to you, and you're just boom, you're just taking it all in.
Yeah.
When I'm in a theater, more often than not, I get sucked into the movie. And I kind of like, when it's done, you're like, all right, I'm in a movie theater. There's this big guy next to me and this person that was really annoying the whole movie. Like, and you forgot about it maybe.
That's every theater experience.
Yeah. And when the movie's over, you're just like, oh yeah. And like, and you experience it with those people too, which is also a big factor there too. So experiencing like storytelling with people around, all huddled around the campfire, you kind of get that at the movie theater.
Right.
As opposed to lying in bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning watching a Netflix movie or something. So I don't know. I do think there's a bit of a difference there, but at the end of the day, if a good movie's good, it'll always be good. If a bad movie's bad, it'll always be bad. So the theater's not going to change that.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think I'm more or less the same way. I think, as you were mentioning, like once you're watching a movie and you kind of get lost in it, and then you realize at the end, like, oh, there's actually people that are beside me or around me. Yeah, I think that's just
saying I love you.
That's
the people around you. They'll be saying I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've got more than words to say, but that's...
It's true,
that's
but
normal.
it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, so... it's quite extreme. Yeah, I think that's just telling of a good movie regardless. So if you can get lost in a movie at home or at the theater, like, more power to you. I've never really definitively decided, whether I like movies more or enjoy movies more at a theater or at home. I think it just depends on... Probably just depends on my mood for the day or the movie that I'm going to watch and what I want to get out of it. Because sometimes if I go to watch like a huge action-packed
a huge action?
a Hugh Jackman.
I like Hugh Jackman, so it's a huge action pack.
So if I were to watch one of those movies, sci-fi movie or something that's just got so much like animated, like CGI kind of stuff, right? Like I feel like you wouldn't get as much out of it watching it on a smaller screen at home. Although, I don't know, you could say that, do you really need to? But that's one of the things that I really like watching in theaters, because that way I can feel, if it's much easier for me to be immersed in that sense, and just to get lost in, whatever it is that they've designed. Like, Thor the Dark World, or just any of the Thor movies, they've designed this whole world, and when you see it in a big screen, it's almost like you're really, really looking at it. And then it's so much more easy to get lost in what you're seeing and just kind of almost like feel like you're there.
But I guess the barrier for entry is a lot easier, in a theater, because it's so big. The screen is so big, and you're really just staring at this gigantic wall. Yeah. So and then the walls around you like almost change color based on like how bright the screen is, right? So it's so maybe Thor: The Dark World. I'm thinking red because it's just so red in that movie. Everything, the whole theater is probably red for a lot of scenes, and you're so exposed into that movie that like I guess the barrier for entry is so thin that it's just like you can pierce right through it. You're in it. Yeah. At home, maybe not as easy, but once you're in it regardless. But it's harder to get into it as quickly. Yeah, I think.
Well, okay, so they're both social aspects, obviously, because if you watch at home, if you watch with people, then you're having like a social time with them. Whereas if you're at a theater and it's the going to a theater aspect is like a social concept on its own. And for some reason, I'm just so attached to that too. Like if I go to a theater, I want to get popcorn. I think that's just like marketing that's had its long-term effect on me, that I want to have popcorn while I watch this movie, and I want to see this new big movie that is like everybody's been looking forward to see it, and I want to be one of the first ones to watch it, and I can only do that by watching it at the theater. But I really enjoy my time going to a theater and seeing and experiencing that with people, even though like I'm not talking to them. It's something that we can still share. You know what I mean? So like we'll be sitting side by side, and we're watching this thing together. We're enjoying this social time together, and then afterwards we can talk all about it. But then at the same time, when you're at home, you probably feel like you have more freedom to just like talk all the time, or get your own food and get up and go to the bathroom and like, oh, let's pause for a second or something like that. Yeah, it's so much more flexible, which makes it like a different kind of social aspect. Like,
yeah, they can run away. In a theater they can't escape, but they can run away at home, and that's not fun. You don't like it when your friends can run away. It's scary.
Yeah, I hate it when my friends run away.
Yeah, it's so... I mean, you want to just control them, and it's so annoying that they won't just sit still.
Yeah, so that's why I don't tell them where my keys are.
And I lock the door.
So, I lock it from the inside and the outside.
Yeah, the four of us went to. What did we go to again? Was it Was it Infinity
You saw
War?
Venom.
No. But our significant others and us, we all together, we all went to. Was it Infinity War or it was a Marvel movie?
Yeah, we saw Infinity War and we saw Spiderman: Homecoming.
Did we see? We saw both.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. But regardless, I think we hadn't hung out the four of us for a while.
Yeah.
And we saw like Spider-Man, and I think we didn't hang out again until we like saw Infinity War or something. And I think one of us mentioned that it was just like, oh, you know, great. We chose to go see a movie again where we can't talk at all.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel that way because we still were together, like you're saying, like there's still the four of us experiencing this movie together. So even though you're not talking, you're still all you are there experiencing that at the same time. Especially something like Infinity War, which I found my one-word review, revolutionary. That was my one-word review for Infinity War.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I strongly believe that. I think there's pre-Infinity War and post-Infinity War.
Okay.
I like that movie a lot. Yeah.
Good.
I'm really negative on movies, so I feel like I need to like. There's got to be something I look to that I really like.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure that I've got a few that I say here on the podcast. So I'm not so negative. But Infinity War, I really like that movie. It's very good.
Okay, so that's one of those movies. Would you say that you prefer to watch in theater, or I don't know? Have you seen it at home yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it at home a few times now. Yeah, and that's I think I said that earlier. It made no difference to me in the theater at home. I find that movie really easy to get into.
Yeah.
And that's a movie that as soon as I put on, I'm pretty much in it till the end. It's hard to get off that train. As soon as I start watching it, and there's like, no real spoilers here, but you got Doctor Strange and you got Iron Man and Spider-Man, and suddenly they're all on a ship together and you have no idea where they're going kind of thing.
Yeah.
As soon as like you're in there, I'm already invested. Like I can't put it down at that point. I'm like, oh, I'm so into this. And if I do have to stop and do something else, I'll most likely come back and finish that one.
Yeah.
So I've seen it 3 times at home and once in the theater. And compared to other Marvel movies, that's incredible for me, at least, to rewatch it like that. So.
Yeah. So what if you could think of a movie that you would that you would prefer watching at home over the theater? Could you think of one?
Horror movies. I don't like jumping in the theater. Although I really like the movie It. The new It movie. The new It came out in 2016, I think, or maybe 2017. Yeah, I think it's 2017 actually. Yeah. I'm really excited for the sequel, but so I saw that one in theaters.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I don't see horror movies in theaters because I jump in them, and I don't like to be that guy that jumps in theaters.
Right.
In fact, I actually jumped in Venom. There was a moment I jumped in Venom, and I felt like an idiot.
Did the nun from The Conjuring just appear?
Oh, that happened in what did I see? Was it Ant-Man?
The nun came in. What?
No, this happened. I saw The Meg.
Yeah.
I saw that, and the trailer of The Nun came on beforehand, and the trailer is a jump scare.
Oh,
I got so angry. I was like, "There's a rule here." I was like,
wait, what?
"We had a pact. No jump scares in trailers."
I also thought that the Meg. Don't they normally play trailers that are more related, like same genre?
Yeah, but what do you do with The Meg? There actually is a new shark documentary coming out called like Shark Water or something, or I can't exactly remember. It's about sharks. It's this guy. It's like his sequel documentary about shark fin soup and all these sharks getting massacred right now. He's trying to fix this in our world.
Whoa.
And it's funny because the Meg talks about shark fin soup. So I feel like if there's anything that they should like tie in, that would have been the perfect like trailer for a movie to put in there. So
yeah, what would you put?
But then again, they're talking about how like sharks are villainized in movies.
Yeah.
And like the Meg's all about villainizing a shark. So yeah.
Yeah. The Meg was about the megalodon, right? Like
Yes. Oh, you know what? Sorry,
I don't.
There's a perfect example right there. The Meg. I would never see it at home, but I saw it in theaters because it was like, if I'm gonna watch this movie that I know is gonna suck, I wanted to see it with a bunch of people in a theater where I could just laugh my ass off.
Oh, I see.
And that's exactly what I did. And I think people didn't like me because they saw it thinking it was going to be a serious movie. And I don't know who went to the Meg thinking it was going to be a serious movie.
Yeah.
But we were laughing the whole time. Like at scenes where it shouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
But it's so funny.
That's me with some horror movies sometimes. I think it was is it The Conjuring? What's the one with that couple that no. It's based on some mom who probably died in a house and then killed all of her daughters before that, and then there's a tree out back and she hanged herself or something like that.
Mother.
Okay. All right. Mother. So that movie. Okay, whatever movie it was, this family moves into the house, and then I think the boy he's under his covers, like he's ready to go to sleep, so he's in his bed and his cover is not over his face, but just in a normal place, over his neck. What's normal for covers?
Neck,
over your
I guess.
neck. All right, so
I don't know. As long as the shoulders are in and the arms are under and you're nice and toasty warm.
You want to feel tucked,
yeah,
like a hot dog. So
I guess bug in a rug.
Yeah, never heard that.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Okay,
you never heard that?
I've heard of picking a blanket.
No.
Anyway, so there's this one scene when I guess whatever is the demon that is haunting that house.
The Haunting.
I'm pretty sure it's The Conjuring.
Oh, okay. I never saw The Conjuring. It might be that.
So, whatever that demon is, all of a sudden, like when he's he's in his room, lights are off, and he probably hears some sounds, and then I guess he opens his eyes, and then that demon's face just floats across of his face. And like
it's so slow though.
There's that, yeah. I remember it being kind of. It's supposed to be like a jump scare because all of a sudden the scene cuts to his point of view, and then you see his face just like soaring across him. But and its mouth was open, huge, like the mask from Scream.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of mouth, and you hear this subdued, like a muted scream sound. So you can tell it's supposed to sound like really eerie and creepy because like. You hear something screaming, but it's like not even reaching you, but you see this face, and like just the way you're laughing was that was me in the theater.
It sounds so dumb.
It's because it was. It was so funny.
It reminds me of in the first Harry Potter when Harry opens that book in the forbidden section.
Oh,
and that's the face. It's just like he shuts it.
Yeah.
I used to actually jump to that scene because I didn't expect it, right? And now I watch it, it's so funny because it's like out of place. It's very weird. Oh, just watch that scene. That's hilarious. But anyways, so that's what that reminds me of.
Okay.
What would you see at home, but you wouldn't see in theaters, and also vice versa, and vice versa?
I think I would choose movies that I've already seen are the ones that. Oh, that makes it. No, but sometimes there are movies that they'll bring back in theaters, which I really would like to see, like iconic ones like Indiana Jones and Back to the Future. When they brought those back to theaters, I was like all over it.
Back to the theater.
Yeah.
Would you see Titanic again? Would you see Avatar again?
Avatar, or if they brought The Last Airbender? Sorry, whenever I think about Avatar, I think of The Last Airbender.
No. Avatar, The Last Avatar.
I don't know if I would see that again in theaters.
What about Titanic?
Titanic.
What do you got against James Cameron?
Oh, did he do both of those movies?
Yeah. His name is James Cameron.
They're just... Okay, if they brought back Transformers, the animated movie, to theaters, I would watch that.
Nice. I'd be right there with you. I'd see that as well. I got to see Orson Welles or possibly...
Leonard
Nimoy, or possibly Marlon Brando, depending on what that ended up being.
It's just movies that I have an attachment to, or movies that I always grew up thinking they were iconic, that I would want to watch in theaters. But movies that I may not care about, actually, movies that I do really enjoy watching and could watch them over and over again, I would watch at home, but I'd want to watch it falling asleep to it, because I feel like it's just like a nice way to go out in the day.
Nice way to go out.
It's just a nice way to go out. Watching a movie, enjoy it at home. Comfort at home in your bed.
Well, at least now I know how you're going to die. At least I know. Movie. Now I know. You want to watch Transformers, just be lying comfortably in your bed.
Oh, that'd be great. The last scene I see is Hot Rod becoming Rodimus Prime. You've got the touch! And then he's growing into it. Sorry, you haven't seen it, right?
No.
Okay, that's fine. It's not really a spoiler.
I honestly didn't know much about Transformers. I'm trying to think. I knew a bit of it, but not really. And the reason why is because I watched Beast Wars. I used to love Beast Wars.
Which was originally called Beasties. And
Beasties.
Because of probably some sort of copyright.
Probably. And with Optimus Primal.
Yeah.
And Cheetor. And Rhinox and Rat Trap.
Those were already, I think a couple of them were already...
Well, that's the thing. They're already the Transformers. But I didn't know the Transformers. So they would talk about like Dinobot was actually... Starscream or whatever? What's the plain one that everyone talks about?
Starscream.
Is that Starscream?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he becomes Dinobot because Dinobot is like the one that's also... He's part of the Primals, but he's also part of the not Decepticons. What are they called?
Predacons
and what are the other ones? I can't remember.
The Maximals.
Maximals, that was it. Because they all like morphed from their like DNA or whatever it is. I don't totally remember now, but they all came from what they were to become the new people in this one. So.
Are you sure Starscream was Dinobot?
Because if it's not like...
But Starscream was never good in
Do I have the right guy? Is there a guy who's part of the Decepticons who was good and evil?
Well...
He was usually evil, but sometimes he was on the good side or convinced them he was good.
Jetfire, maybe? But
that sounds very similar to Starscream. That could be that one. But
Starscream was... he was that jet who tried to undermine Megatron all the time. And then in Beast Wars, I thought he was played... What is he? What is it, Pterosaur? No, what's his name? Shoot.
There's Pterosaur. There's
It is Pterosaur?
Yeah, there's Pterosaur.
Yeah, I thought that was.
And there's like a bat or something. And then there's a spider. Oh god, I can't remember their names anymore.
I don't think there's a bat actually. The bat was the toy that they came out. Oh, because that was based on a Beast Wars comic. When Megatron and Optimus.
There's Pterosaur, but there's a mosquito or something, where he's like a.
There's a big fire ant. Oh, Waspinator.
Waspinator.
Yeah,
That's the one. Yeah.
Dinobot to me wasn't okay. Like he seemed like he was actually inherently good. He just had this facade because that's what he grew up as a Predacon.
Oh, maybe.
I guess you could say. I don't know.
I can't remember. I liked. You know what's funny? I like Dinobot and I like Vegeta, and I think both of them were similar.
Yeah.
I think they are because they have that inherent evil in them, but they're trying to do good. It's really weird. Like Vegeta's such a crazy character. I really like that.
But I think it's the other way around. They actually have this inherent good, but they're programmed to do evil, right? Because the way that Vegeta was brought up was by
but Vegeta's like he doesn't have any program to do evil though. It's weird. He's just stubborn. Like that's all it is stubbornness. Like he always thinks he's doing good too. That's the thing. He's like he doesn't think he's doing evil. I think he always thinks he's actually doing good. It's just his perception of what is good is different. And when he sees that he's wrong, instead of admitting it, he either doubles down or he changes slightly without like. Just like over time he morphs more and more into what is good without telling anybody. You know, he's very stubborn about it. But I think I can relate to that a lot more than someone like a Goku.
Right.
So I like that.
Well, if you watch Dragon Ball Super, then I think maybe that's where I'm drawing my notions of Vegeta.
Yeah, I haven't seen Super yet.
Yeah, because he's different from what your what the first image you've ever seen of Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z is, because in that one he was like came to Earth to conquer, but maybe to like take revenge on Goku for killing Raditz, I guess. I can't remember the whole story, but
yeah. Well, they just wanted to eliminate all the other Saiyans, so
yeah. But then eventually he becomes. Wait, in Dragon Ball Z, weren't they?
Well, they're coming to destroy Earth until they realize that. Oh no, they're coming to just see what happened to Raditz. Yeah. And then they realize there's no Saiyan on there, and then they're like, wait, what? And then they realize there's a crazy ass power level because they've got Gohan.
Yeah.
And it's Gohan that they're after, and then Goku comes to save the day.
Yeah.
And it's Kakarot.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
the carrot.
Yeah, the carrot. I think, but Vegeta's like pretty much hell bent on destroying Goku at that moment.
Yeah,
because he wants
like
to be the best.
Only for that arc, but everything after that was like him pretty much helping defend the Earth.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think the best scene was Vegeta, and I can't remember very well because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but it's the Majin Vegeta era.
Oh yeah.
But it's like right before he gets transformed by Buu. It's like him and his son, and then Trunks and Goten, I think.
Gohan. Oh no!
I think it is Goten.
Oh, Goten.
And they're both about to fight Buu, I believe it is. And then he assesses the situation and realizes that like he's the only one with a strong enough power level to actually handle this.
Oh.
And he's also like probably not even sure that he can handle it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want his son doing it or Goku's son. He's just like they're gonna die. There's like no point to this. Yeah. And he actually like karate chops both of them and they just pass out. Like he says some crazy speech. I can't remember what it is. But he says something, he's like proud of his son. He says something like I'm proud of you or something weird like that he never would say. And then he just like karate chops both of them. They go down and then he goes and fights Buu on his own terms. But he's really aggressive when he fights Buu. And it's so perfect because he buys enough time for Goku to then get there. It just made so much sense. It's like that's his arc right there. That's him. That was like him like redeeming himself for everything. It's so good.
But to me that's more of a sign of inherent good, right? Like inherent doesn't mean like you're always protruding good, but it means like you have it in you to be good and just haven't really.
I think you're right. I think you're right. So, but I like that. I'm attracted to that kind of a character a lot more. I think that's very interesting. Yeah. So in anime, I think I like that more. In fact, I like Death Note so much, and I think that's why I like Death Note as well. Because Light is a character. I guess you haven't seen Death Note.
I haven't seen Death Note.
Light is just a character very similar to that. He's conflicted. What he thinks he's doing is right.
Yeah.
But like he also knows there's like a different part of it that he's like unsure of, but he doesn't want to face that side. His stubbornness keeps him going, so it's very interesting. So.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for those that kind of change. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but
I love how we went from talking about movies at home in the theater to now just anime and differences of character.
That's in a nutshell.
Us in a nutshell. Sorry, I'll let you finish your thought.
Well, okay, so whenever you see some character that starts off bad and you just expect them to be evil, and they learn the ways of good, they're convinced by somebody else, like somebody has shown them the way, and then they all of a sudden like they turn around and they sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
When you would least expect it.
Yeah.
And then that's them.
Those are the best moments.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. I just wish I can think of something right now. I can only picture Captain Barbossa, but he wasn't really. I mean, after the first movie, he was pretty much like the good guy. He was like the Vegeta as well.
Yeah.
Right?
It happens in a lot of movies, and I think it actually comes back to like some kind of like historical roots or old school stories of like the Knights of King Arthur or something. Like I think we have something ingrained of us of the hero that's willing to make the sacrifice for the rest of everyone else.
Yeah.
There's some kind of like redemption arc, and like you can see it in Harry Potter actually. And I'm getting this all from there's like Jordan Peterson talks online you can check on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he actually like he shows how Harry Potter has like character structures that are based off of like King Arthur, and one of them is actually I think it's Lancelot or something. And it's like going in to fight the dragon. And the dragon is, and there's like a princess in a cave and all that, and it's very much like Ginny in Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. And he goes in there with like, and he sacrifices himself. When he stabs the snake, he kills the snake and kills himself and sacrifices himself for the betterment of the woman and for the rest of the town.
Right.
There's some kind of like story there that we're very attracted to as humans, that we really like that idea, the person that's willing to expose all of themselves to fight the demon for the rest of everything else.
Yeah.
And I think we see it in so many different forms of media, and we'll just keep seeing it as it goes on because it's so typical.
Yeah.
I guess you could probably say even Superman probably has a very similar story to that, I guess, in the death of Superman. I don't really know the death of Superman very well. I think you knew him better, but I think we just keep seeing the same story in a lot of different media.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. I've always liked it. Every time you see it, it's like, oh, there you go. That's great. And yeah, so I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. Yeah, I would say reader mail, but we don't actually have a reader mail section because we did not get any more mail. So we encourage people, give us mail. We'll read it off. In fact, I have a segment. I'll talk to you after this about the segment, and I think it's going to be really funny once we start getting mail in because I want to do some fun things with the mail. So please send us a mail, and we will read it off in the message in a bottle section. And that's about all I got to say about that.
All right.
Let me just say thank you for listening to our rambles there. We like to go off topic sometimes, off the topic docket, but I think it's worth it because you get a little bit of our personality and what we're thinking. Anth0z, do you have anything to say before I go to the closing segment?
I wanted to create a new... When you say go off topic, I wanted to create a new Dragon Ball character called Go Off.
Go Off. It's Goku's cousin.
That's
Hi guys, I'm Go
This
Off.
is how my mind works. If you enjoy it, keep listening.
Okay, Anth0z, where can the audience find you?
On Twitter. At Anth0z1. That is Anth0z1.
Nice.
That's it.
You can find me on Twitter at Mattbrush Gaming at Twitter, or at Mattbrush Gaming at Twitter. Hashtag at Twitter. You can also find me at Mattbrush Gaming on YouTube. That's where I will also put the Scumm Bar Podcast on there. I upload a video with a visualizer sort of thing going on, so you can kind of watch the podcast, but I recommend you listen to it because it's not going to be very interesting. Just stuff floating on by. You can also contact us at the Scumm Bar Podcast at gmail.com. That's everything, right? Oh, no, you can find our podcast anywhere. Just type in the Scumm Bar Podcast and you will find us.
Walk out of your house and find us.
Just shout it on the streets. Hey, does anyone see the Scumm Bar Podcast?
The Scumm Bar.
And somebody will be like, shut up, I'm trying to learn.
Magic School Bus?
Magic School Bus. Right on the Magic School Bus. Thank you. I love that part. Leave us a comment and a review. We do enjoy comments, and I would love them. So to put them in the message in a bottle section, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to skip that section because it's sad.
Our bottles are empty. Fill our bottles.
Fill them up. Or else we'll have to write notes to ourselves and put them in the bottle all sad like, and then, oh, look at this, I found one. Leave us a comment or a review. We do enjoy reviews as well. That's good for the algorithms on iTunes and on Podbean and what else are we on? Spotify and all those things. Spotify. When people search our name, it's nice to have the algorithms work for us instead of against us. So obviously, if you didn't like us, you can review freely. But if you did like us, we do appreciate a 5-star review because I think we are all stars.
Somebody
Once told me the world is gonna roll me. Shrek, in fact.
That was All-Star, right?
Yeah, all-star. You're an all-star. You're an all-star. You're an all-star. You're an all. Go Shrek. All the Shrek is Shrek. Don't care. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for everything. Thanks for life.
Thanks. Only shooting stars
break whoa, whoa. Pew, 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 pew.
I couldn't whistle because I was smiling.
I can't do anything.
When I'm looking at you, I can't stop smiling. Ooh. No, you're supposed to get my sleep.
You too?
Professor who?